We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95.
Stop here, D. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
47's the mic.
Grill green.
Check, 47. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the slant. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half works. It was the bottom half that was in question. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter. I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
He's crazy.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jets at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5, 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Saquon Barkley running right. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A first down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. They run it again with Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Silver, silver.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A.J. Brown His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Just get rid of it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to throw. That's taken in by Knox. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Wilson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Patterson now for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Looking to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to...
Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad at it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the positives if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Flips. I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it, I'll pop it. Like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. When these we not equivalent. Really bad. Looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad at stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding in shape. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. You do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. I they texting calls and run me that making no sense at all. That bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming to me. Don't you go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you they taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. Stacking it. I'm bad at stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I can feel me.
Whenever I touch down, y'all can nest double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen? Captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm not bad action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should have known better, however you did it. So we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a war, get it till I score. Make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore. Till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier, flow killing colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, even floppy, face Nazi, talking all hockey, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, too sloppy, cheap copy, I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. They be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. suckers that see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the girls of gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles you need to grow. I be rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory of more. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Tried for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets 16. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Get in the weight room. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. I'm here all day. You go quicker.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twins. Under 10.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll set up to throw.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A handoff, Barkley running left.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Lawrence got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and 2. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Gay is on for the point after. And it's 21-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
60 red. Smash red.
We got 4.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This will be taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6. He finds Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here we go. Black, 95. 23 rail. Black ultra.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Moore, the man in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
A give running right, Etienne.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped, 10 yards, 1st down.
Etienne once more.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because defense play